And anyways, we're back here again.
Hell
Anyway,
yeah.
how you been doing, Amos? You look thinner.
Yeah, I've been doing wonderfully. How about you?
Yeah, I've been fine. So I heard that you finally get yeeted right off of YouTube.
Um, yeah, I have been kicked out of YouTube, yes.
Uh,
Unfortunately.
so where is it you're making content now?
Doing it on Facebook, so anybody who is trying to find me here, yes, go to my Facebook. Right now it's pedo propaganda all the way. So,
Fucking hell. Well, Facebook are actually a hell of a lot worse than YouTube when it comes to bans and stuff like that. So I wouldn't expect to last on there for much longer
yeah.
either.
Yeah, I'm not so
Uh,
sure. Yeah, I don't know, like, I'm sure, like, hundreds of people have probably already reported my post, but, like, it's still on. So I guess I'll just use it as long as they don't ban me, so, which will probably not be long. In which case, like, if Facebook goes down, then go to my website, amosebanana.com, which does sound like a pedo website, but,
uh-huh.
it is.
Right. Okay,
But,
well,
yeah, so,
you've
huh?
obviously developed your opinions a little bit since we last spoke. Now, you are you are a paedophile advocate, right?
Uh, well, that's kind of weird. Like, I'm defending pedophiles. I'm not, like, promoting people to have sex with kids. They're not sexually attracted to them. But yeah, yeah, you get what I mean. I'm defending
Yeah,
pedophiles.
right. Okay, no, that's fine. But I think the subject of the chat that we had last time was you said that it should be okay to have sex with kids. It should be legal.
Definitely, yes. And I linked you the studies, which people can see on my website. The blog post is called "Studies Supporting Pedophilia." I linked you some studies that showing that the long-term effects of minor adult sex, most
Uh,
of them is harmless. So, yeah, actual
right.
peer-reviewed studies. So, what's your rebuttal, buddy?
I've actually worked in foster care, and that's completely untrue. I've
Well, that's
actually
how the hell
worked.
does your anecdote? Hey, buddy,
What my actual on hands experience with like lots and lots and lots of kids who've suffered sexual abuse.
who am I going to believe? Peer-reviewed researchers, credible studies that are peer-reviewed, or meme shit poster connoisseur dankula's anecdote in a foster care?
It's not really an anecdote. Is usually like one or two cases. Like I've worked with them for years. I've actually experienced kids that have gone through that, and it messes them up. It really
Yeah,
properly,
and
truly
so has
messes
the
them up.
researchers. And let me tell you, like as I said, I linked you to studies.
Uh-huh.
All of them show that minor adult sexual relationships, most of them are harmless.
Yeah.
And
Fuck
yeah,
your
so
studies.
and
I'm
also
sorry, man. Fuck your studies. I don't care.
fuck my studies, dude. These are
Yeah.
peer-reviewed studies.
Fuck.
How can you just discount fucking evidence like that just based on your fucking biased goddamn anecdotes? Like, what the fuck is that? Like, do you value truth at all?
Yeah, I
No,
value
no.
truth.
As I said, like, I give the question to the audience. Who the hell should you believe? Fucking Dankula, shit poster connoisseur on the net, or fucking
Or
credible
Amos Yee,
researchers?
or Amos Yee, the toddler toucher. Who's the most honest man here?
No, no, yeah, don't trust me. Trust the fucking researchers, the fucking people who spent fucking years analyzing hundreds and thousands of fucking relationships. Dude, don't laugh. Dude, let me tell you, the number of pedophiles are like literally, like I found out, like tens, perhaps hundreds of millions of pedophiles in the world. You're fucking over their lives, fucking sending them to 10 to 15 years in prison when they've done absolutely nothing wrong.
Well,
How the fuck can you
no,
just laugh like,
no,
fuck them, you send them to
no,
hell?
no, right. See if they don't act on their desires, then they shouldn't go to jail for that.
If they act on their desires, but they did not harm the child, which I already linked you to studies, most of the adult-child sexual relationships are perfectly harmless. They're actually beneficial. Then what the fuck is wrong, motherfucker? Then you're just putting an innocent person in jail. Hundreds of millions of people in fucking a cell for
Well,
10 to 15 years. Do you understand how fucked up that is, motherfucker?
kids should be left the fuck alone. They're not
Buddy,
there. They're not there to satisfy anyone's desires. They're there to be kids. I don't care.
buddy,
I don't care if even if it was in a culture. In this culture, right? Cultures are very, 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 very different, right? So in some countries it might be seen as a little bit acceptable. In some countries it's absolutely not acceptable. Here in Britain, it is absolutely not acceptable to have sexual relationships with a child. And I'm
well,
very,
social
very happy.
taboos are completely irrelevant. What's relevant is what is fucking right.
No,
And what is right is that if a child has a consensual sexual relationship with an adult completely harmless, it should be fine. Don't fucking imprison fucking innocent people. And I also linked you to studies. All of them indicate that children do have sexual desires right when they're born. It might not be as horny as, fucking teenagers of over 12, but they have sexual desires nonetheless.
Okay.
So yes, you because of this. So you said that you have an anecdote where you hang out with children and they're not going around touching Uncle John's dick. But the fact is that if we lived in an ideal sexually liberated society where children are allowed to explore their sexuality, which the researchers have shown that they want to, they would go around touching Uncle John's dick.
Right, well,
kids
have got desires to other things. Kids might want to turn around and do drugs, or they might want to drive cars, but they're not old enough to actually understand the ramifications of what they're doing.
Irrelevant analogy, motherfucker.
Sex is dangerous. Sex
that is a completely that is what the hell does the sexual acts have to do with fucking driving cars?
Because children are so open. Children are so open to exploitation and bad decisions. Right, I wouldn't let an 8-year-old drive a car. I wouldn't let an 8-year-old have sex.
But there's a difference. Driving
a huge risk to themselves. That's why.
But there's a difference, motherfucker. Driving a car and taking drugs, it probably would be harmful to them. But a sexual act of a child is not harmful to them at all. It's actually beneficial.
Can you trust an 8-year-old to have the mental savvy to not be exploited by an adult, an authority figure? Do you feel an 8-year-old possesses the capability?
Nothing to do. Yeah, of course, children are probably more prone to manipulation.
So then, what we should do is not allow them to do anything like that until they reach a reasonable enough age when they've developed cognitively to be able to identify such a thing and better protect themselves.
Well, that is completely irrelevant because,
I'm sorry, but the kids come first for me. I don't give a fuck about a pedo's desires. The kids come fucking first.
Motherfucker. Dude, buddy, even if children are more prone to manipulation.
Yeah.
Most of the relationships between a minor and adult are harmless. Most people do not want to manipulate children into a sexual act. Most people want the child to be, consent to the sexual act.
However, a huge.
So even though they're more prone to manipulation, most of the relationships are harmless. So you deprive them of that. It's just fucking authoritarian. You're depriving people of human rights. Do you understand that?
That's not a human right, mate. I'm not depriving them of it entirely, right? To completely forbid someone from doing something forever would be authoritarian, but placing an age gate on it where, yes, you absolutely can do this thing when you are old enough to be responsible enough when doing it, and you can take measures to protect yourself. That's not authoritarianism. It's to prevent.
You're putting an arbitrary distinction on age. You're putting an arbitrary distinction that because children are more prone to manipulation.
Yeah.
And they should be deprived of that. But even though they are more prone to manipulation,
I am quite happy to deprive kids of that. I am very happy to deprive kids of that.
Then you're fucking authoritarian. You're fucking depriving people of human rights, motherfucker.
Until they reach a reasonable age.
Buddy, essentially, if an act is harmful, and not only that, it's actually beneficial, even though children are more prone to manipulation, they are still able to consent to sexual acts. And even though they're more prone to manipulation, most adults do not manipulate children into sexual acts. If you deprive somebody of, if an act is completely harmless and you deprive people of the rights to do it, that is fucking removing somebody's human rights.
Okay.
You understand that?
So basically, when we tell kids that they're not allowed to drive, so for example, in America, it's your right to bear arms, it's your right to own guns. So if you
hold on, bitch, no, dude, don't jump at that, motherfucker.
Come on.
As I said, I already explained the distinction, bitch. No. Do not fucking strawman me like that.
I'm not strawmanning, Amos.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
This is an example, right? You just calm down and let me make my point, right? So sex itself, you said that children are more open to exploitation because of how mentally developed they are, yes?
I'll give you that, sure.
Right, okay then. So that means that if a child is in possession of a gun, because they're not mentally developed enough, there's great risk of them bringing harm to themselves and others, yes.
Because there's a complete difference, as I said. Okay. When you give that analogy.
There's risk. What I'm saying is there's risk. Obviously, with the gun, death is the risk. Death is a lot more extreme, right? Death is extreme, right? So the fact is there still is a risk for the child to bring harm to themselves, right? So what we should do is put measures in place to prevent any harm coming to the child.
Just like there's a risk of putting a child in a car because there is a risk that they might engage, you know, there might be a car accident.
Well,
But
depends
you still
who's
say that
driving.
it's a moral reaction,
Who's
you know,
driving the
to put
car?
somebody in a car.
Who's driving the car though? Another 8-year-old or someone who's mentally developed enough to be able to protect themselves and act responsibly.
But you know, you're still putting them in the car. There's still the risk, even though an adult is driving it. You know, an adult is also fucking a kid too. You know, you know, they have the mental capacity to and
Yeah, I would more likely expect
distinction.
I would more likely expect the adult to have the mental capacity to know not to fuck a kid. That's what I would like. That's mental capacity to me, to go, you know, P's and Q's, say please and thank you, tidy your house, pay your mortgage, don't fuck kids. Right?
Yeah, and it's completely garbage. As I said, not hundreds of millions of pedophiles. People are sexually attracted to children.
Okay.
You deprive them of fucking kids. Don't penetrate something in them. Just sexual acts like making out, you know, non-penetrative stuff. Because you probably heard a kid, you know.
Okay. Okay.
It's a completely harmless sexual act, and it actually shows. Once again, I linked you to many studies. One of them actually shows that the younger you have a kid engaged in a sexual act, the less delinquent they might turn out, because they're more sexually aware of their surroundings. There's less, you know, negative behavior. They're more sexually aware because they have the early sexual education right when they're born. So the ironic thing is, you actually increase child safety if you engage with sexual acts with them at an early age. Those are facts, peer-reviewed studies, and you just shit on them and say, "Oh no, my personal anecdote disproves all of that." Like,
no,
like
it's the fact is you're not taking into consideration culture in any way, shape, or form. So, say for example, if someone, you know, was a toddler and had a lot of sex when they were a toddler, and then they grow up and everyone in society knows that is what they did, what do you think society would think of them, or
that's
the person that did it to them?
That's why I told you, read the fucking. They completely considered social taboos and the reaction, and many of them say that when, you know, children, when they engage in sexual acts when they're children, and then many of them think that they have a negative reaction to that sexual.
Right, you keep going robotic. People, you keep losing connection. You know, Amos, you keep losing connection. I don't know if your connection's going slow, but you keep cutting in and out.
Yeah, is it like can you see me now?
Yeah, I can see you. It's just sometimes your camera's going and your voice keeps going robotic, so I don't know if your connection's dropping or something.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't cut out. But buddy, like I cited you to studies. Much of the negative reaction that you know, children think that they had a consensual sexual act with an adult. Then when they grow up, they find out, they say that, oh, it was a negative experience. Much of it was because they were influenced by their family, by their surroundings.
Right.
So that's not the problem with the sexual act. That is perfectly consensual. That's the problem with environment.
So the only way it would be accepted though is for literally, like, for example, let's just use Britain as the example, is for the culture developed over hundreds of years in Britain, is for that culture to completely, entirely change. So why should we completely change our entire culture of decency? Because people are still allowed to have sex. They're allowed to do it when they reach an appropriate age. Why should we change all of that just so some pedophiles can get their desire? Like,
yeah, because hundreds of millions, you are fucking putting hundreds of millions of people in jail who are completely innocent and did not.
No, I'm saying, see, if they just have those thoughts, then I don't want them to be put in jail. I don't want people put in jail over thoughts.
They are completely harmless sexual desires. If they committed harm, then yeah, put them in jail. But the fact is, they do not commit harm. They engage in completely consensual, harmless sexual relationships. So you're putting. How
are we going to know? How are we going to know that they've committed harm, though? Is the child able to?
You fucking look at the situation.
Ask the child. So the child is going to be able to articulate, you know, that it's been harmed. The child's going to have a full understanding of everything that's going on.
Dude, children are not as retarded as you make them seem. They can you can notice if they're expressing distress or not. These researchers actually examined hundreds, thousands of children and adults in their sexual relationships. And they made the distinction between forced sex and consensual sex. And they found out that most sexual relationships between minor and adults are harmless.
Okay. Just, I'm afraid that's not
Dude, these
true.
are facts, dude.
I'm afraid that's not true. Children are open to exploitation.
Well, then you'd be discounting the facts, motherfucker.
Okay, and I'm discounting the facts then. I'm sorry. My own experience when I've actually worked with these kids says something completely different.
So I want to speak to the audience. Like, dankula is discounting the facts, but go to my blog, AmosEbanana.com. The study supporting pedophilia, that blog post. See for yourself. These are fucking facts. Okay. Oh, dankula, I want to ask you another question.
Okay.
So there's this thing called the sex offender registry. I think there's some form of it in the UK.
Yeah.
Basically, when somebody engages in a sexual offense, their public information is put out. So basically, like the name of the sex offender, the person who raped the child, it's made in public. And then everybody knows it. Are you in favor of that?
Yes, I'm in favor of that. Especially if the person poses a risk of reoffending. There are some people who are on the sex offenders register that shouldn't be on there. For example, there was a case. I think it was about 8 years ago. A guy, he was going to a football match. He had all of his friends on the bus. He saw some fans from the other team, and he pulled his pants down and basically moonied off the bus. He ended up on the sex offenders register because it was like indecent public exposure. See stuff like that. He shouldn't be on there, right? He did a stupid thing. He should have got a fine or something, right? But like that, being on the sex offenders register for that, I'm not in support of that. That's bullshit. Right, and then one guy as well, because like it was like
I'm talking about actual child rapists. I know there are many like people like making out in the dark and it's public nudity. They were put in the sex offender. Yeah, it's ridiculous. But I'm talking about like child, like their public information let out.
Yeah, see if there's someone that poses a serious risk of reoffending, and you have children and they've moved into your area, then people should deserve to know.
But you do understand that once these rapists get out of jail, because their information is made into public, it's a lower chance for them to get jobs, get work.
Yeah, there are methods for them to actually get work. Yeah, in Britain, there are methods for them to actually get back into work.
But you do understand, they did a study on the sex offender registry and letting out these people's public information, which you're in favor of, right?
Yeah,
basically, they said that not only does it not reduce sex crime, it actually increases sex crime because it increases the chances of reoffending. Those are facts.
How does that increase the chance of reoffending?
Because you put their information out in public, it makes them into second-class citizens where they're less likely to be able to find work and reintegrate into society, and they're treated with more hostility. They go into desperation and they fucking engage in crime. Those are facts.
Right. So when you say crime, do you mean like selling, like crime to make money, like robbery, selling drugs and stuff like that? Is that what you mean?
No, the people who are in the sex offender registry who actually engage in rape.
Right. So them being on the sex offenders register makes them rape again, or they turn to crime as a source of income.
They become more likely to reoffend and serve their sentence.
When you say reoffend, do you mean rape a kid again?
No, reoffend as in they'll engage in another criminal act. They'll be more likely to engage in criminal acts, whether it be robbery or raping another kid.
Okay.
Once they serve their sentence after they've raped, they're more likely to reoffend.
Okay.
So letting out their public information is horrible. Do you understand?
Well, this is the thing: is don't break that law. Then, like, there are some laws that are unjust. There are some laws that are just. I feel that this law is just. You're not depriving anyone of anything. You're just putting an age gate on it. Basically, these people are still completely allowed to do this when they reach an appropriate age.
Hold on. No, I'm talking about once the person offends, you put their information out in public.
Right.
Their name, their address, whatever, so that everybody who just like Googles it knows that you're a sex offender. You're in favor of that?
Yes, I'm in favor of that. Parents.
Well, then you're actually increasing harm in society. Ironically, you're increasing the danger in society because studies show doing that increases their chance of reoffending and increases crime in the community, ironically. And also the fact that when you put their information out there, you're giving the mindset that it's like mostly strangers who over 91% of people who actually sexual abuse, they're actually either family members or acquaintances. They're not strangers. you understand? It's family members or acquaintances, not strangers. So this doesn't fucking help at all. It increases danger in society, putting their public information, ironically.
So people should be aware if there is a risk to their children in their neighbourhood, because it is the police's duty to protect people, but also to help people protect themselves.
Yeah, but it doesn't work. Do you understand? It's just being
it does.
Harming them for no good reason when it doesn't help them rehabilitate at all.
It's not harming them for no good reason. Like, see how this is the thing is how happy I know how I would feel if this happened to me. But see if I had two kids, I had a daughter or a son or something like that, and they were very young, and a paedophile who had in fact raped a child moved into my area, and the police did not make me aware that a paedophile had moved into my street. I would be fucking furious. I would be furious that the police would not make me aware of a danger so close to my home. I would be fucking raging with that. Because it's the police's job to protect me, but also give me information to help me protect myself and my family.
Yeah, but, buddy, with all due respect, I do not give a fuck about your own personal anecdote. You might think that putting out a fucking public information of a person who has raped once actually increases safety in a community, when that is just the complete opposite effect. It actually increases danger because it increases their chance of reoffending. Ironically, do you understand that? So I don't care about what the fuck your anecdotes say. I care about what the studies say.
So if we put people on the sex offenders register because they raped a child, it means that they will then go on to rape another child. Is that what you're saying?
They'll be more likely to do it because you fucking put their public information out there. These are studies, dude. Why you just discount the fucking facts and then put out your fucking anecdote and make yourself seem like you're right? You're not.
I'm just asking questions, man. We're just having a chat. We're just having a chat, Amos, right? I'm just asking questions, that's all.
Yeah. Pardon me if I fucking over millions of fucking people. So yeah, I am offended. So
yeah, well, this is the thing is why can't these people just wait until the child's of a legal age?
Because these people have a fucking sexual desire. Many of them are exclusive pedophiles. They only are attracted to children that are below 12. Do you understand that?
Okay.
That's their fucking sexual attraction. You're harmless, and in fact, sexual acts benefits fucking children.
Yeah, but sexual desires aren't a right. Like, you don't have a right.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No,
what? Huh?
Right. Okay, I'll tell you what then, Amos. I want to fuck you. I want to fuck you in that boy womb.
And I gotta consent, dude.
You've got. Oh no, but can you consent though? Do you understand what you're getting into, man? Because
what kind of fucking analogy is that?
I've got girth, son. I'm telling you, man. Like, do you understand what you're consenting to?
What the fuck are you trying to say? I made the distinction between forced sex and fucking consensual sex. You're fucking implying that children can't consent to sex and it's complete bullshit. You're implying that, buddy. I mean, yeah.
Right.
But hey, buddy.
I'm sorry. I'm an Amos Yeophile. Like I only want to fuck Amos Ye. So that's my right, man. So it should be allowed.
Troll as much as you want, man. But you're fucking over hundreds of millions of people, man. Like these are the facts, dude. And yeah, this is some serious shit, dude. I am dude. Not cool, dude. Not cool.
Right. Okay. Well, it's just the fact just to get back to what we're talking about. Sexual desires still aren't a right. They still aren't a right.
Sex. If I ban you from fucking having sex with your girlfriend, consensual sex, you say it's a violation of human rights, right?
No, because my girlfriend understands what she's doing. She has the mental capacity
once
to
again,
understand.
the implication that children can't consent to sex, and I think the consent thing, you're basically saying that you're implying that because the consenting is like a really petty squabble, but you're essentially saying that overall it's harmful for a child to engage in sexual acts.
Well, children can't consent. Consent isn't just saying yes; it is also understanding what you are consenting to, which kids cannot do.
Okay, before that, we framed the argument about consent, and the consenting is kind of squabbly because, like, let's say you put a child, you put a child in a diaper, and he like wriggles around. He might not be consenting, but it's justified non-consensual act.
Tough shit is for the kid's own good to wear a diaper. But
just talking about harm, if let's say an action to a child is not harmful, then it should be all right, right? Like, okay, you obviously think that a sexual act of a child is harmful, but
Yes.
let's say it isn't harmful. Would you allow it?
No, because kids don't really fully understand what they're doing. They don't understand. They don't
But
understand.
why? It's actually beneficial. It's actually not harmful.
I don't think it's beneficial. No, I don't.
But let's say it is. Let's say it is.
How is sex
Because
more
it
important
is.
than just good parenting, than just raising a child right with good values and a great home, you know, and like loving and nurturing? Why does sex have to be a factor? We've got by all these years so far without it being a factor, right? I don't think it's
a child should be part of their nurture. It's part of,
no, it shouldn't. No, it shouldn't, Amos.
I think
a loving home is the primary factor in what creates a person.
Okay, and then sex is a form of an expression of love, buddy. As I said, I cited.
You don't need to fuck your child to express your love for them,
buddy,
man. Come on.
I cited studies that show that the earlier a child engages in sexual acts, the less likely they're going to engage in delinquent behavior. Oh, your audience can go fucking
right.
check.
Well, the funny thing is that you say as well is a lot of the children that I've been involved with who have suffered that kind of abuse when they were younger, actually factors into them being delinquents. In fact, a lot of them go on to prison and a life of crime.
Yeah, but that's a minority, you motherfucker. And as I said, you're not making the distinction between consensual acts and fucking forced sex. You keep on lumping every fucking age of 12 as forced, which is complete fucking bullshit.
I'm not saying it's forced. Like the child might, the child might actually consent. What I'm disputing is that the child doesn't know what it's consenting to because it doesn't have the mental capacity to fully understand. That's what I'm saying.
As I said, because he might not be fully aware when he's eating something, but I think the big distinction is not, is whether or not it's actually.
You keep going robotic.
He doesn't want to eat, but I'm gonna give him some food. So you're gonna force feed him. It's non-consensual. But
you keep cutting in and out again, man. I don't know what's going on with your internet, but you keep coming in and out.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Hopefully our audience can see it.
Right, but see how you say force feeding the child. When you force feed the child, that's because if the child doesn't want to eat, a child has to eat. If a child doesn't eat, it gets sick, gets ill, it can die. So you're doing that to save the child's life, right?
So I'm talking.
It sounds a bit more dramatic than it actually is, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, but you're under the assumption, like giving a child food. Acts of a child, it is a beneficial act. So you're just when people engage with sexual acts with children, you're just depriving them.
Yeah, but that's because the act is solely for the child. If you force feed a child, it's solely for the benefit of the child. Right?
What?
And see, if you force feed a child, it's solely for the benefit of the child. This thing that you want to bring in seems to be a lot more to the benefit of pedophiles than it is the child.
As I said, there's a fucking book called Childhood Sexuality by Theo Sanford. They all say that children, right when they're born, they like sexual acts. Not only benefits the child, it benefits the pedophile also. So it's not only in the benefit of the pedophile, it's in the benefit of the child too. And not only that, as I said, I cited once again, not engage in sexual acts, less likely to engage in delinquent behavior. That's a fact. You want to discount facts?
I don't think that's true. I really don't think that's true.
And you're discounting facts. Anyways,
I'm not discounting facts. Like I've seen the reality of it. You're reading these studies and stuff like that, man, but I haven't seen any sort of actual application in the real world.
Yeah, and your anecdotes are way more reliable than actual.
Well, I'm sorry. Do you think that actual real hands-on experience can be completely discounted then?
Hands-on experience. If it's as biased as your fucking anecdotes, yeah.
It's not. It doesn't
go along with the fucking consensus.
It's literally what I have witnessed. I have witnessed this. This was reality that I witnessed and experienced myself when working with these kids. Right, like for example, I can turn around and give you, here are studies right now that say that the sky's green. Right, you can look out your window right now and see that the sky's blue. But I've got these studies here that prove it, but they completely go against the reality of what you've actually witnessed yourself what would you say to me?
Well, your actual peer-reviewed studies that the sky is green, then yeah, follow the studies instead of your warped perception. Obviously, the sky
so even though you can see yourself that the sky is blue, you witness it, you can see it with your own eyes, but I have these studies that the sky is green, you would immediately believe that the sky is green.
Well, yeah, I would, yeah, because who the hell do I trust even more? Like myself, my own personal experience, or fucking credible researchers? If the researchers are scams, then yeah, don't follow them. But these people are actually like peer-reviewed, study the fucking data for fucking myself, you fucking piece of shit. And I think most of your audience will too. Another thing, like child pornography, possession, you're against, right?
Yes, I'm absolutely against child pornography. Spreading it, manufacturing it, having it on your computer. Yes, I'm completely against it.
Yeah, they did a huge study once again on Japan, on Danish, I think on Czechoslovakia too. Possession of child pornography.
Czechoslovakia has not been around for a while. Czechoslovakia is not a country anymore.
What?
Czechoslovakia is not a country anymore. It's the Czech Republic and Slovakia.
Whatever, they did studies on many fucking places in the world, and once again, it's linked in my website that abolishing child pornography, making child pornography illegal, possession of child pornography. It actually increases the sex crime, because rapists, they don't have a fucking outlet to wank off to, and then people are more likely to fucking rape.
Well, you would actually find that it's extreme versions of pornography that can actually lead people to do things like that. One of the most well-known cases was Ted Bundy. Grew up in a Christian household, very well raised, very well mannered, very well kept man. But then he took an interest in violent pornography, and then he went on to brutally rape and murder several women. And he was inspired to do that by violent pornography.
That anecdote sounds really anecdote is completely irrelevant in the hundreds of cases which says otherwise. They did a study on all the data and the laws in Japan and the Danish, and they found out, yeah, you fucking don't have you have child pornography laws that ban possession. You increase sex crime. Do you understand that?
Do you believe
even more unsafe for people? Do you understand that?
Can I just ask you? So do you believe everyone on earth, everyone, even every pedophile, has self-control?
No, I do not believe you. I believe the researchers, and I think they're more credible.
So do you believe everyone on earth has self-control?
Do I believe self-control? No.
Okay then.
What is it?
Well, that's the thing is, so see if child pornography was out there, it can inspire men to then go out and rape kids, right? It can. Like you said, that people themselves, not everyone has self-control. Like you talk about consent a lot, but see in cases of actual child rape where it wasn't consensual, that happens, and it still happens, right?
Buddy, as I said, one or two people might be motivated by child pornography. The mass majority, they go to child pornography as an outlet to, not rape. They want to rape, but then they go child pornography and then don't want to rape anymore, or whatever reason. They did studies, motherfucker.
Okay, then so
people make child pornography laws. Yeah, dude. Yeah. So yeah, you gotta fucking legalize child pornography. Otherwise, that's what the data shows. Think it's funny, but that's the truth. So. No,
it's just I think what we should do is basically raise people with morals to know not to rape, because I don't want to rape anyone. Yeah. It's not something that I would do.
Buddy, I'm not talking about rape. Obviously, all of us are against rape. Okay. All pedophiles condemn rape. No, not all pedophiles. Most pedophiles not all. Condemn rape.
Hashtag not all.
Yes, hashtag not all, you piece of shit. Dude. Buddy.
Yeah.
Buddy, once again, I reiterate, hundreds of millions of pedophiles don't harm children. You're putting innocent people into fucking 10 to 15 years in prison, ruining their lives. Their families are worried. And
then they shouldn't do it.
Do you understand how bad it is? And then you just slap out the data. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, then they shouldn't do it. If they just have those thoughts and then don't act on them, then that's fine. If
that's their sex. It's a fucking harmless act, you fucking piece of shit. Violation of human rights.
Why won't you let me fuck kids, dankula? I just want to fuck kids. Why won't you let me?
Fuck kids. Buddy,
come on,
I don't want you to fuck over hundreds of millions of people, dude. Like, buddy, would you say that to a gay? Like, yeah, I just want to fuck the guy, dude. Like, would you? Yeah. And then it's banned, to fuck gays. And then what? You would just say, oh,
no.
Why not they just stop doing it then? Why not they just stop fucking the gay?
It's because gays understand what they are doing. They are mentally developed enough to understand.
Yeah, you're making the distinction on age.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but age is a very important distinction to make.
Yeah, the studies show that no, it isn't, dude. No, it isn't. It might be to you, but I don't know. Yeah, trust you, motherfucker. Sure.
I'm sorry.
Maybe wanna go. I think wanna go to your chat.
What do you want? Do you want me to read the super chats?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
pick out some maybe some relevant questions because I think we're almost done. So.
Okay then, right. Just give me a wee second, then I'll go through the super chats. I'll just bring them up just now. Okay then. Oh dear, there's quite a few. I'll pick out ones that are actually questions. Taylor Dwayne, Amos is proof our society is degenerated into clown world. If we had a modicum of self-respect, we would give pedos the death penalty.
Yeah, fucking disgusting pieces of shit, dude. Yeah. Let me not be the one that's harming hundreds of millions of people. You are.
Right.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
No, not me, but not me.
I'm the fucking person who is the degenerate. You guys are causing a more unsafe culture by fucking harming hundreds of millions of innocent people. And yet I'm the fucking degenerate. Do you know how fucking stupid this is? Fucking retarded, dude. Yeah. Laugh as much as you want, man, but you guys are the ones fucking the people's lives, so.
No, I didn't say anything, man. Right.
I'm sure you would agree with that motherfucker too, so.
No. It would, see if it's just
yeah.
If it's just thoughts, then no prison. If someone just has thoughts, then that's fine. But if they act on it, that's when the police should get involved.
Yeah, you people don't act upon it. They need treatment, right?
Well, yeah. I would want them to get treatment to get better.
Dude.
Yeah, well, they would. They need treatment to get better, and I'm happy for
imprisonment. But just
no. If they act on it, then they should go to prison. See, if they just have these thoughts and they think, I am unwell, I'm very happy for public money to be put aside for treatment for these people so they can get better. I'm happy for that. Like, if
what a waste. Yeah. What a waste of fucking millions of fucking tax dollars, dude. Like trying to turn the gay not gay.
Would you rather they went to jail? You were just complaining about them going to jail. So shouldn't we take
measures? It's better than going to jail.
Well, there we go. We found some middle ground.
It's just don't fucking make them obligated to go to fucking treatment, dude. Let me, buddy. Okay, so not only imprisonment, but the general culture of discrimination, wishing death upon them. I know you're against that too, but this culture of discriminating against pedophiles, discriminating against hundreds of millions of people who've done nothing wrong. This whole culture of consent laws for sex, but also we need to fucking treat fucking these people better. Not only that, I need to stress the fact that over 70% of pedophiles, they find out that they're sexually attracted to children below the age of 18. So teenagers, majority of pedophiles during their teenage years, they find out that they want to have sexual acts with children. These teenagers, then lots of them consider suicide, fucking consider killing themselves, feel really bad about their sexual attraction, but there's nothing fucking wrong with it. Do you understand that?
Dude, if you want to kill yourself, that's just called being a teenager.
Such a fucking piece of shit, dude. How the fuck can you say that, dude? No, dude, how the fuck can you say that? Dude, they're fucking contemplating fucking suicide. That's just being a teenager. Do you understand how much of a fucking scumbag you are for saying that, you piece of shit? Dude, what the hell, dude?
I'm sorry, man. I can't help myself sometimes.
Do you think fucking innocent people considering suicide, hundreds of millions of people, teenagers considering suicide, do you think that's a laughing matter, motherfucker? No, do you think that's a laughing matter, you piece of shit? Dude, my God. This guy, and I'm the fucking degenerate here, people. I'm the fucking degenerate. And this guy just like, oh yeah, fuck these people's lives up. Ha ha
ha. I'm not done anything like that. I'm just. Oh fuck. Right.
Want to get another question, buddy?
Yeah, sure, man. I'll find an actual question. Right, I'll keep looking at this now. Oh, this is a good one. Tom Petrov. How do your peer-reviewed studies define harmless?
They did lots of research. You can look at anything better than me, but I think they made the distinction between forced sex, passive reactions, like they don't really know what a child really doesn't know what it is, and then when you engage in a sexual act with them when they're in that passive state, then there's mild anxiety. But when it's completely consensual, they know what is going on. They understand, they understand the sexual act to an extent. Most of them, it's either mild anxiety or no anxiety. So,
okay.
Over like acts between minor and child, completely harmless. So, and beneficial. So.
I disagree, but we'll move on to another question.
Dude, man. Discount facts, man. Like,
okay.
How about your fucking personal experience? Are you a Christian, you son of a bitch?
No, I'm not. I'm not Christian. No.
You're an atheist just because of bias, right? You form how you define truth is just based on what?
Who said I was an atheist? Who said I was an atheist either?
No, hold on. Tell me, how do you define truth? Just based on your fucking biases?
By what I can physically see in reality in front of me.
So let's say you claim that you see fucking Santa Claus. So yeah, Santa Claus exists.
I've not seen Santa Claus, have I?
But do you understand the flaws of how you define truth?
The flaws
based on your own fucking personal perception. You can just make shit up and people are expected to believe you?
Right, but I'm not making shit up, man. I never said I seen Santa Claus. Right.
Well, whatever stupid thing that you say, dude. But yeah, it doesn't seem like you define truth based on actual fucking peer-reviewed studies. Just your fucking own personal biases. That's stupid. Then a Christian can say that he's right. Cause yeah, I saw God.
I'm not Christian. I saw the sky. Right. So see if I presented to you peer-reviewed studies that Santa Claus is real. Would you believe in Santa Claus?
Yeah, sure. But that hasn't happened yet, so.
I'm great.
I don't know, yeah, sure. I don't trust you. I trust the researchers, you piece of shit. If that happens, sure.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, one more question, because your audience is kind of they're retarded, obviously, because they're your audience, but yeah. One more question, I guess.
At least my audience don't fuck kids.
Right, well, they're harming hundreds of millions of people, so.
At least they're not harming kids.
They're harming kids too, because you're depriving them of fucking sex, which studies show.
I think the kids will be just. I think the kids will be just fine, Amos. I think they'll be just fine.
They'll be worth, dude, buddy. As I show you, they're psychological. They become more sexually confident if they have sex at an early age, sexual acts, at an early age. You deprive them of that. You're depriving them of sexual education. You're making them more fearful of their surroundings, and risky sexual relations when they grow up increases. So you're actually causing more harm for kids, you fucking piece of shit. No, those are studies. Those are facts, yeah, dude. Discount the facts, but it's true. So.
Okay then. Do you want me?
Question and.
Do you want me to look for a super chat question? I'll keep looking if you want, man.
Well, or whatever, man. Or what are so? Or what are?
Amos, I have an excellent question. I have a good one. This is from
sure,
Crossers. Does Amos also support children voting, drug taking, or going to war as well?
Complete garbage. I'm not even going to entertain that fucking question because it's completely irrelevant.
What if peer-reviewed studies said that babies? No, what if peer-reviewed studies says that babies are the key to defeating ISIS?
Dude, I'm not gonna fucking answer your. Yeah, it sounds funny. I'm not gonna fucking entertain your stupid ass straw man question. It's completely fucking retarded.
How's that a straw man? I asked you a direct question. Like, I want an answer.
Buddy.
Do you feel that babies can defeat ISIS?
No, I'm not gonna fucking entertain your stupid ass question. You can ask these stupid straw man questions to make yourself seem more credible. I'm not gonna fucking entertain it, you fucking piece of shit. And this is what happens, you know. People can throw insults. People can throw that I'm a fucking pedophile. But you know, you're discounting the facts, and you know.
But what if the facts say that babies can defeat
millions
ISIS?
Of people. I think, yeah, children can defeat ISIS. Yeah.
Right. So babies can defeat ISIS. Then.
Fuck you, you piece of shit.
Well, I'm happy we're finally making some headway, man. Right? We've developed the argument, right? So, do you think babies should vote?
I'm not gonna entertain that fucking stupid question, dude.
I'm just saying. I'm just
talking about sexual acts, buddy. Just because I want to abolish the age of consent for something doesn't mean I want to abolish the age of the consent for everything else. Do you understand that? Like, you know, obviously you all think that there shouldn't be an age of consent for hugging. So if you say that, then can I be like, oh, so you don't think that there should be an age of consent for children drinking too? It's like, where's the link? You all keep on strawmanning like that. Like, where's the link? Where's the fucking argument? So yeah. He thinks that children can fight ISIS. Meme it all you want, you piece of shit. But yeah.
I'm just man.
Wins out.
I'm just asking questions. That's all.
Yeah, and I'm answering them. So
okay. Right. I'm just gonna look for another super chat. Jason Campbell, Amos Yee has the big gay. David Maurice, rights don't require consent. Oofed.
What?
Rights don't require consent.
What? Excuse me, what?
Rights, as in like human rights, don't require consent.
What kind of pedantic question is that? What? Huh? I don't even understand that question. Like,
I'm just reading. I'm just reading what's on the screen, right? So,
yeah, and that guy paid like $5 to ask whatever the fuck that question is.
How much did they pay?
The hell. I'm just gonna reiterate. Studies show most sexual relationships between adult and minors is completely harmless and consensual. So, I hope that answers the question. I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Crossell says imprisoning pedos.
Good. I think your audience is like kind of fucking retarded, and so I don't think they'll ask really good, stimulating questions. But they're your audience, so yeah. Anybody who wants to actually be cool and engage with me, go to my Facebook. Other people who want to engage, like Andy Worski, Drunken Peasants, Joe Rogan, whatever, I'll fucking destroy all of them. Just like how I destroyed Count Dankula today. So yeah.
I actually love my audience. They're like my children, but I don't want to fuck them. Right? But I'll find another super chat. Ask Amos if he would be willing to debate Medicare.
Yeah, oh dude, I would fucking debate Medicare. The fact is that he keeps on running away. He fucking, he's turned off by me. He spread the lie that, okay, I'm lying that I got, the host kicked me out of the place. Which I need to like clarify. Child Protection Services didn't actually like come to my place. It's just that the host was afraid Child Protection Services would come. But I'm just joking, all of it. You see the house right here? I got a fucking new house, you piece of shit. So yeah, I did fucking move. So Medicare lied about me there, and then yeah, I'd fucking debate Medicare and I fucking destroy him. So if he's up for it, email me at amos@gmail.com. Anybody who's like a good famous at gmail.com asking me for a debate, destroy all of you just like how I destroyed Dankula today. So Yeah, I think we're done.
Metaker would bend you over and scalp your arse. That's what he would do, man. Right?
What?
Medical. Okay, I'll not use the Scottish vernacular. A medical would bend you over and smack your butt. That is what he would do.
You know that's not true. Though.
No, I know it's true. I do know it's true.
Buddy, he had an opportunity to go to Warski Life and debate me before, and he fucking wimped out. So he doesn't have the fucking balls. He knows I'll fucking destroy him. So anytime, ask me on. I'll fucking destroy him. So.
Mm-hmm. Okay then, I'll pass that on. Right. Is there anything else that you would like to cover, man? I feel.
No, I'm good, dude. So yeah, thanks for the debate.
Just to clarify the things that we've discovered is the sky is green. The sky is green. Santa is real, and babies are the key to defeating ISIS. Right. I feel these are three major things. This is amazing headway, man. We're scientists at this point.
Meme it as much as you want and make yourself look good, man. Make yourself feel better by memeing that. But so take care. I will see you next time.
Bye, man.
Bye.
Woo, lad. Right. I had fun. Did you have fun? Right. I think we should catch up in the super chats just now then. Let's catch up in the super chats then, because I'll feel bad if I don't read all these out from everyone, okay? So oh Jesus, that was fun. I had the time of my life there, man. That was a great laugh. Anyways, I'll go through these and I'll read some of them. Workje Wisniewski, the guy whose name you can pronounce is back. I probably completely butchered it there, but I tried my best. Thomas Dixon, this guy is an absolute kiddie fiddler. Based Zoom donated $50 but didn't say anything. Taylor Dwayne, Amos Yee's Proof of Society, I've read that one. Josh, the amazing animator, did Amos just discover the term motherfucker? The average Gatsby, someone caved this cunt's skull in. Gaius Gracchus, why are you entertaining this homeless pedo protector troll? He craves attention. Deport this cuck to Somalia, leave him in the gutter of his own making. Nuda does... I can't read that. Alstar345 Productions, pedos are scum, love you, Dank. True. Tom Petrov, I've read that one. The Ghost Fox, anyone else alarmed that there is nothing in Amos's closet or that his stash is worn off or at the body under the blanket? Uninspired Rambler, please tell me he isn't allowed near schools. Why does he keep cussing like it makes his argument effective? His mental capacity must be on par with a child, thus his inability to understand the issue. Crossers, Amos Yee, hundreds of millions of people are sexually attracted to children. Me, hundreds of millions of people deserve genocide. Fucking hell. Siley, paedophiles are good boys. These are facts. Liam Sorter, simple solution, don't sexually abuse people. Correct. Joan Vela, ironically engaging in paedophilia. Dr. Ezekiel, tell Amos to stop this nonsense. New Renaissance, let me in. I'm going to destroy this man with arguments. He can't beat me. We read that one. The Ghost Fox, children stick forks into light sockets. Amos is just mad because it looks like he just moved in and had to go door to door telling people he is a pedo. Theo Stilianu, Amos Yeeticus. Crossers, Amos, Jimmy Savile did nothing wrong. Yee. The Ghost Fox, will Amos grow out of this, or do you think he'll buy pedo glasses and slacks to go in that closet? Kyrie, it increases crime. Well, then I guess it's just exposing the terrible people in this world. Throw them out of society. Gross, take a shower. Theo Stilianu, buddy. Tarek Osman, not all of us were Asian kids with IQs over 3,000. Zyklon B. Peterson. I think it makes me laugh every time. I think it's time for a new word. Ye pubescent. Lone, ask Amos if he'd be willing to debate Medical. We read that one. I would love to fucking see that go down. Will Madge, let's talk about consent. Can an adult consent to being sold into slavery? Can a child? Big suck. If imprisoning pedos lowers the chance who gets touched from even 1% to 0%, Amos needs to be gassed. Fucking hell. Bertram Bricks Kelgard. Roses are red. I need a new hairdo. Remove stir fry. I'm not reading that last part. Sean Wilson, just drown pedos and the problem is solved. All hundreds of millions of them. We have an overpopulation problem already. Campbell 300. I'm not reading that. Detroit Albo, I really want to pistol whip this guy. Liam Sorta, can a 3-year-old consent? A 5-year-old? 7 maybe? Where is Amos's line of consent? Of course, age is a factor, you fucking donkey. The last time me and Amos spoke, he unironically made the argument that babies can consent, right? See, when you ask about where's his line of consent, he doesn't have one. R-Star 345 Productions, how many times should pedos be shot and where? Max Innes, yeet, buddy. Brian G, Dank, are you Amos's buddy or a piece of shit or a motherfucker? I'm getting mixed signals here. Tailed feature, Amos, if it has an umbilical cord, it can take my pink sword. Yee. Tailed, man. Fuck's sake. Matthew McConaughey, this is a farce, Dank. Does he really think anything good could come of legislation? Hashtag Amos yeet. Hashtag oof. Gizmo Tunes, for a pedo, how old does a kid have to become for them to not be attractive to him anymore? Because to me, it seems like they're attracted to innocence. I've no idea. I've not actually looked into what being a pedo is like or anything, so I've no idea. Rattail788, I'm 16 and attracted to a 15-year-old. Am I a pedo? No, but funny thing is, that's actually still illegal. If a 16-year-old was dating a 15-year-old, I would just like whatever at that, but it's still illegal apparently, but it doesn't make you a pedo. Ross Cuff, you triggered Amos. Snailberg, hopefully this works. Chris Hansen. Reeps51, is ye a moral fagging paedophile? Is this really happening? Yes, I know, that's funny. Brakir, tell Amos to unblock me and let me rejoin his Patreon. I'm honestly not trying to harass or offend anyone. Caradon Schuster, if a pedo considers suicide, hand them a rope. Crossers, Amos, Chris Hansen is a war criminal, ye. Thomas Dixon, so when you were a child, you would have said yes to sex. Bullrock, the only time this man tells the truth is when he calls himself a degenerate. None of the studies he has allegedly read advocate for paedophilia. Cheng Zhu, the younger guys, go home. Amos is literally only playing devil's advocate. That's it. Do it. Real Salica, we are saying that is what you can't be. Private Press of Flint, is Amos a virtuous pedo? I think that's something that I probably should have asked, thinking about it now. I know in Kiddo, does Amos wish he had sex with an adult when he was younger? Brian G, ISIS killed my boy Biggie. Chenzu the younger, never go full libertarian. I class myself as a libertarian, but and to totally contradict myself, but there are lines. Mr. Nicktown, fuck you, you piece of shit, buddy. Sink Yogurt. Amos and people like him are subhuman. The average Gatsby. Amos, who would win? ISIS or an army of small boys? Aidan Nichols, ask Amos if he's ever been sexually abused as a child or was he sexually involved as a child. Also, you're my bae, dankula. Oh. I think I asked him that in the last stream and he said no, he wasn't. But let's have a look. I'll read the rest of these. F. Why F? Has something bad happened? Has my stream died? Oh dear. Nah, I'm still here. Right, it's fine. Don't worry about it then. Fuck me. Where was I? Gavin Giant, Dank, where did you find this numpty? M. Night Shyamalan, a lot of people are turned off by Amos. Aidan Nichols, ask him. Oh wait, I've read that one. Mr. DJ Fly High, Amos versus Onision. I think they would get along, actually. Jonas Danke has a new house, you piece of shit. Torbjorn Calvine, I'm not gay, but I love Pringles. Alex Plunkett, Metacore is turned off by me. Amos Yee 2018. Tom Petrov, can we open a GoFundMe for Amos's treatment? I would do that if it means Amos could get better. Free Civilization, he picked the wrong hill to die on. Yes, he did. Tom Petrov, can we open a GoFundMe? Oh, I've read that one. That's appeared twice for some reason. Freedom Faction, he keeps saying millions of people, but pedophiles are not people, therefore he is wrong. Lord Sealand, Amos Yeedophile. And Aaron Enemy, adults plus children, no matter the situation, if the adult doesn't end the interaction but continues a child's curiosity, that is rape. I would agree with that, actually, because the child doesn't understand what it's doing. And there we go. Right, that's the that's the super chats read. And this stream, I don't know if I'll keep it on this channel because I am, due to some of the content, I am kind of worried that it will get a strike. So I'm probably going to put it on my third channel. It's just like a stream archive. So anytime that I stream on here, I won't keep the streams on here, but I'll put them on the third channel. So I'll just download it from here and re-upload it onto that one, you know, just in case. Right, but yeah, that was fun, wasn't it? Great. Fucking great chat. I had fun. I hope you did. Right. I'll see you later.